Hey guys, welcome into the Flow Zone. Today is January the 2nd, 2025. Happy New Year, and I wish you all a great year of trading. Now, being the 2nd of January 2025, I wanted to show you the process to make my levels. Let's start at the very beginning and let's work our way up. Just as I show my members in the Discord every week on a Sunday evening on a live chat, how we go over the market and how we make our levels. We just had rollover and our levels don't match the charts anymore. I just want to say I didn't trade a lot in December and I didn't trade past the rollover. The first thing we are going to do is delete all these old levels. Bam. And they are all gone. What I would like to start with is take a look at the weekly chart just to get an update on the COT, the commitment of traders, so that I can get a bird's eye view of who wants to be in control here. The non-commercial net is dropping off after November. These are the Trump elections. You can see big players coming in and now big players are fading out a little bit more. Then we go over to the daily chart and find support levels like this one right here. Bang. I'm also going to write this level down in my booklet. As you can see, this is clearly support turned resistance. So we are going to mark this one as support resistance. We have another big level right here where we have this support line that has been broken and clearly grab liquidity and shut up. Okay, let's go a little further and then we see this crazy spot right here where you see the market has made absolutely no volume. So we know the market has no interest in buying there. So this is going a low that we're definitely going to keep in mind. Let's put it right here. No interest below. Voila. Just zoom out a little bit. So we're going to start off with making some volume profiles. I'm doing them per week. So, okay, we have marked our volume profiles. We have marked our volumes. 2 months prior to November, December, I put in 1 month so I can see the volumes down below. And I have put the last 2 months into weekly volume profiles so that we can see what is going on here. When we have a breakout of ranges, I put in a green volume profile. When we have a breakdown of ranges, I put up a red volume profile just to get a clear bird's eye view. This is the place where we can start our weekly analysis from. So then we go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, I like to add everything that is trend related. So I'm just going to put up some lines right here and start color coding them. So this is my all-time high, which is very clearly and in sight. Next up, I am going to draw the higher lows and lower lows that aren't taken out. Start from this one, this high, lower low right here. So we can possibly see we are still in an uptrend. This is a line dating back from November. So we're going to mark that out as a lower low. And then we have a lower low as well that has been untouched. Let's start off with the lower highs right here. So we're just going to take this one, copy paste it, and give it the right color coding, and then just copy paste this onto the next levels. This is just so that we can have a bird's eye view. Once again, I do not trade the 4 hour, I trade smaller time frames. Voila. Once we get this, we can start looking at these volume profiles to make our... So once we have added this bird's eye view, we can make our assumption that we are still in an uptrend, but we are forming a kind of range between this lower high and this lower low with a nice big gap in the middle. Let's go to the 1 hour where we have the same. And there we're going to mark some levels on our 1 hour chart. Once more, so we have this lower high right here, which is a lower low that had a break of structure. So there's a pretty significant lower high on the 1 hour and also a lower low, which makes us form another trading range. So that is pretty much all of the work I do on my time-based charts. I just make sure I know the ranges and where they are. Then we keep it very simple. And then we're going to zoom out again by going on to the ultra wide, where I can see my other screen right here. So we will go to a 2-hour delta chart, which is right here. So what are we going to watch here? We're going to watch for significant kind of deltas that has been formed just like here. We're going to make a level, which is a delta level 2561. This is a point of interest short term for me because there is a lot of delta. I do write these levels down in my notebook just to be sure that I don't miss anything on a daily basis. We have a delta zone right here, going from 2955 to 2954. So we will mark that out as well as being a delta buying delta area. But this is an interesting zone. Go a little lower. It will also have an interesting zone. Take this down. This is where buyers obviously stepped in and stepped through. This is a high liquidity zone. A lot of buyers coming in right here. So let's also mark this one out. Let's also mark that as a short-term zone. That's it. We don't need more levels at this time, as we can see now on the 1 hour. Those levels have been added. You cannot see these levels with a normal candlestick. So we are gonna look above here. Let's see, check out this area on the delta once again. So when we start breaking these zones, I would do another comparison, of course. Oh, let's look here. This is definitely a point of interest right here, where we have this buying action coming in. And let's make that another point of interest. Guys, if you have been watching through this, have to keep watching because I have a big bonus coming up on the daily levels. And this is a zone of previous interest again. That's about it. That is a very nice level zone. Then we are going to go a bit further, go into the market profile chart. These are our TPOs. What are we going to filter out is we are going to filter out like these guys, which is a single print, I hope. Yes, this is a single print that hasn't been filled yet. We're going to mark that out as a single print. Voila. These singles have been filled. And then we are just ranging inside the range. So nothing actually very significant about these market profiles. Let's just look at the market profiles for New York only. Well, as we see this single print still here from 6118. Let's just mark them out for a second here. Single print New York. Wait a second, because it didn't work. Now we see those single prints New York here at these highs that we still didn't break, but now we do know there are single prints there. Also, we have a gap right here. Let's mark this out. And as we can see, New York is failing, taking more volume to the downside. So we know we can start to imagine more downside is coming to New York sessions. Let's just wait until this day is fully formed tonight. Okay. Then I will go into my long-term profiles, which is the daily. I'm just gonna look at what the daily does. So I have a weekly profile, that's the purple ones over the daily profiles, so that I can just keep in check where the most important volume profile levels are. I have a 10-day profile where I'm gonna look then, and we will see that we are filling up this anomaly right here from the past month, December. We have this entire anomaly here that is now nicely being. So we can expect our trading range to be around here for the next couple of days. We are now in the middle of that range. The yellow bar is the POC. So then we're just going to check the monthly once more. We can see our month has just started, cleaning up this mess right here, staying underneath previous month's value, which is quite significant to know. Still cleaning up a little bit of the structure right here, but are still making a move up into maybe the prior value zone at 6028.25. Now, guys, this is all I do to get my levels, my daily levels. This is all I work with. There is just one more thing that I do, which you should be aware of as well. Consider this a bonus gift from me. What you will do is every day go to this site, barchart.com, and there you have below the options prices. Now, we have Tuesday today, Tuesday weekly options, week 1, January. We show all the strikes. We're going to put them side by side, intraday. Now, when I click here, volume, you will see the strike price is at 6115. And when I click the volume on the puts, the strike price is at 5100 with the most volume traded. This is just because it's the beginning of the year, but I will just get this out of the way for a second. And I will get my indicator up, which is this one. Fibonacci retracements that I made before. Just draw a line, boom. And then I will go into properties where I made a template that is called the call put wall. Voila. And I will put in that data. So the high will be the most volume traded call put wall 6115. And the low will be the most traded puts. And that will be 5100. As you can see, we have a level right here, 6115. And we have a level very much below 5100. As the week passes, these levels will change and change and change and get closer and closer together. And intraday, these are levels that I watch a lot because price will definitely not go beyond this 6115.0 and might bounce at this 5607.50. So that's just a level for me to watch. I do this every day. I come into bar chart and I note the volume strike prices of the calls and the puts. So that's about it for my weekly preparations. Just to give you a little eye on what happens. Then I will also do every day my daily preparations. That will be a little bit simpler once we have all the weekly levels installed. But as the market is always changing, we always have to adapt our levels to what is happening with the market. That's the wrap, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, ask any questions that pop into your mind. And I'll be seeing you in the next video.